Hello, this is George Linkert. I'm here to talk about my second round of diplomacy game at the virtual Dixiecon 2020. It was my first diplomacy tournament to be part of when I saw that it was going to be done virtually because of the 2020 COVID-19 pandemic. I thought this was a prime opportunity to try it, and I was really excited. I've had a couple of online diplomacy game experiences thanks to the Minnesota Diplomacy Club and the Windy City Weasels, and so that was a fun time. Kudos to the organizers of the Dixiecon, who them and their normal patrons were a little bit, I think, well, they adapted really well despite this new environment, and it was a lot of fun. I had a really great time. So this is coming to my second game that I played. I normally type these up, but I thought I'm going to try to do a video. Actually, this is my second attempt. My first video did not look good, so I'm going to try this again, and we'll see if we can do this the right way. Get rid of that. We're going to we're going to start our game and see where this goes. This is my round two, and this game is called Big Four, and we will bring that up. Oops, we'll bring it up a little bigger. Early negotiations was really good. The French player was a very experienced player, knew what he was doing. Actually, all the players were really experienced except where it ended up Russia was a new player, which I'll talk about in a moment. All the negotiations went really smoothly, with the exception of Russia, who was confused on the coast of St. Petersburg because he talked about going to Norway right away, and was like, I paused a moment, and he paused, and then he said, "Oh, that fleet's on the south coast." So I decided I was going to try to capitalize on that. Then in Germany, the diplomacy was going okay, except it was just a little difficult to talk with him, and I actually moved forward at the beginning of the game to try to cooperate with them. So our first opening moves here were pretty civil all around, with the exception of Russia. Even though I thought we had an understanding, he went to St. Petersburg to look like he was going to take Norway anyway, and maybe somebody else told him I could try to do that. And so I knew I was going to have to force myself into Norway. As you see, I was the only one who bordered Belgium here with my fleets in the north. But I decided not. Germany, France, and I had decided to leave Belgium empty in 1901. So I decided to push on ahead into Scandinavia. And so you see I forced north into here. The commentators on the live stream did not like me leaving the north. I'm going to explain myself very briefly here. I think this is a perfectly acceptable move. I do not have to worry about French fleets right now. The German fleet is clearly going towards Scandinavia, and I was going to get a build, and I was going to build another fleet. And so there was no reason not to move north here. And the reason was to show France that I was intent on staying in Scandinavia. Also, I was trying to put myself in a position to take St. Petersburg quickly and effectively in the next season, or the next year. And I wanted to keep my army in London, or in England, to defend the homeland, and then just a deterrence to stop anyone from attacking me. So Austria gets 2 builds. Russia does get Romania. So 1902, well, there's the builds. I built up my fleet, got a fleet and army in Germany. France got 2 builds, but waived 1 and only built an army, making both Italy and I very happy. Italy and I have both talked about who was going to get attacked by French fleets. Ended up neither of us did, so that's okay. So going into 1902 now, finally, I head out to take St. Petersburg like I was going to. I was a little, like I said, the German player was a little difficult. The communication was just not great. And I thought, well, I'm going to support you in Sweden, and I'm going to support myself in St. Petersburg in the fall, and it'll be great. And Germany wanted to do it himself, apparently. He moved out to the Baltic. So I decided to still try to make my attempt to front St. Petersburg, but you see that Russia has already supported St. Petersburg, so that made me think that is not going to work out so well for me. I forced myself in the north, but I really don't have anything to worry about for fleets right now, opposing fleets anyway. And again, Belgium stays open. 1904 or 1902 fall, Germany states they're going to go for Belgium. France tells me he's planning to move there. I decided to support him there to keep it clean because I did not want Germany to get two builds. He went for both Sweden and Belgium. Since it was clear I was not going to get St. Petersburg like I thought I might, I decided to shift my fleets down to the Skag and put myself in a position to take more Scandinavian points. And I guess not St. Petersburg. Austria this year, actually the previous season, moved anti-Italian. He actually pushed the Italians out of the Ionians, so the Italian fleets have to force themselves back there to defend itself. And got a little army in Tunis in there not doing anything, and they take Venice. However, apparently Italy invited France to come and aid. So this French move is going to support the Italians. Russia is so concerned about me, he flies everything up there and leaves himself exposed while Turkey and Austria conspire, maybe a better word, to take Sevastopol from him. So the builds, I didn't get one. France builds another army, and I got another German fleet here. Not excited about that, of course. Austria gets two builds, and so we go into 1903. I decided I was going to go for both Sweden and Denmark in the spring. Probably not the best idea, and actually I got Russia to support me into Sweden. And he turns his armies around and moves back south. France helps himself into Belgium finally. And that is the interesting moves in 1903. There is still some cooperation here between Austria and Turkey. In 1904, I decided to go for both. I said already. I had Sweden and Denmark in the fall. Germany took them both back. After Russia helped me in Sweden, Russia then helps Germany back into Sweden. I did get France to support my fleet into Holland, so I did get a build here. France also is moving to Burgundy. It's been a very good partner throughout the game here, and really kind of propped me up for much of it, like he is propping up Italy. As you see here, supporting an Italian army, supporting a French fleet. Austria and Turkey still conspiring together here, except there's a little Turkish move to Romania. I don't remember if that was planned or not, but we'll see in the next season. We'll just go right to the moves. The big move here, Turkey stabs Austria, takes Romania. Austria. Oh no, maybe the next season, I guess, was the bigger stab because there's still some support here. And for me, France, it kind of indicates to me that he's going for Ruhr. He is, I have to guess on my moves here. Look, I get a fleet to Skag, but I'm forced out of Holland, but France sees this and basically says, yeah, go ahead, so just retreat to Belgium. Okay. So, throughout the whole game, France and England are like best BFFs. And they were just good buddies there for the rest of the game. Or not the rest of the game, but a big chunk of the game. So, go back to the map here. So I'm sitting in Belgium. France is in position to take Munich, though. And I was about to get it, he thought, except that he gets denied because Germany supports Austria. So Austria supports Germany into Munich. And then France, of course, is supporting the Italians.
What are you doing?
Just a moment. So France, unfortunately, has to disband. So he disbands this one. So this was really a prime opportunity. I really, really thought about stabbing France. And so my daughter just walked in and said, "Nobody's watching you." Okay. So I really thought about doing it, but he was such a good ally. I'm like, I can't do it. Even though Germany gets to build an army. I did take St. Petersburg. Focus on my German adversary in Scandinavia. Try to get my army on the mainland. A lot of not movements here. Turkey had stabbed Austria here, by the way, last season. So that was gone. Russia sneaking into Vienna, kind of pile on to Austria here right now. There's already talk at this turn point about a three-way draw, and we slowly just keep things moving. I get an army in Denmark. France continues to support both Italy and I. Turkey is just taking apart Austria. So Germany disbands here. France gets another build. I got a build. And I usually got Sweden here coming up to me now. And I think this is about the end of the game. Just trying to move and secure spots while we're trying to make sure people realize this is the end of the game. It's going to be a three-way draw. My army got just crushed there. Piffed, the experts say. And so that's the end of the game. And Austria, Italy, and Russia surrendered. Everybody was exhausted. That's why I'm calling this the exhausted game, because poor French player was like a different part of the world. Was the second game, and he was just practically in bed already during the whole game. Clearly, the German player was tired, and so that is the game Big Four in my review, which I'm calling the exhausted. Again, kudos to the Dixiecon organizers who did a really great job of putting this together. Setting up the community is pretty good. Not sure what to make of these Teams WebEx product. That was my first time using it. Not everyone is using it in the tournament, which was a little frustrating. Made some good friends though. I look forward to seeing everyone again on the diplomacy board. So I will see you again in 1901.